You already know I'm going in straight out the gate. Got lost for a minute, but I found my way. Now I'm back on my path again, and I'm about to get it cracking like a tree that's about to break. I came out of nowhere, pretty much out thin air. Wasn't anywhere to be found, look, now he's there. I'm about to take everything, better get the shit up, bitch. I'm sticking you up like alfalfa's hair. Southbound, giving out a sound that's rare. When I pick up the mic, it's going down like stairs. I'm making so many moves, been stepping so much. When I'm done, they gon' have to get the ground repaired. They gather round and stare when they hear me spit, cause my shit's so bitchin', call me Karen. Dudes wanna beef, but I ain't got time, cause I'm working around the clock like a watch repairman. Putting in work like Lizzo Chef. When I die, they gon' say that he did it to death. I'm doing infinite reps, but I ain't dripping in sweat, because I got more drive than a limo stretch. I'm about to bust, about to make a big old mess. I'm gonna give you the most, you'll never get no less. It's my turn now, I'm about to apply pressure. I'm like Derek Chauvin, how I get on next.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
Hello, everybody, and happy Festivus for the rest of us, yeah? So, hello, Desert Rain. Hi, Jack Whiteside Parsons. Hi, Jay Mortis. Hi, Meatball. Hi, Nemesis and Hades. Occult Examiner. Lutefisk Glymaid. Hello. And hello, Tawny C. And Gina G. Hello. And who else did I miss? Want to make sure I've got everybody. All right, cool. I've got you guys. Oh, wait, no, there's more people that just popped up. Sorry. Hello, Dave Steege. Hi, The Everyday Therapist. And Minion52. Hello. And Kalix. Hello. Okay, so I feel like I'm old. It's, I don't know. Festivus is, I feel like I'm old. I grew up watching Seinfeld. So, hello, The Michael Molay Show. So we're going to go ahead and I made a little intro for it, and we're just going to chill. We're going to hang. We're going to talk about whatever, hang and bang, whatever, gang, we going to do it. And yeah, because the holidays suck for some people, right? The holidays suck for some people. And I'm not here to be doom and gloom by any means, but I do recognize that. So let's have some fun.
Got your message. I haven't celebrated Festivus in years. What is your interest?
Well, just tell me everything, huh?
Many Christmases ago, I went to buy a doll for my son. I reached for the last one they had, but so did another man. As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way.
What happened to the doll?
It was destroyed. But out of that, a new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rest of us.
That must have been some kind of doll.
She was. And at the Festivus dinner, you gather your family around and tell them all the ways they have disappointed you over the past year.
And is there a tree?
No, instead there's a pole. Requires no decoration. I find tinsel distracting.
Frank, this new holiday of yours is scratching me right where I itch.
Let's do it then.
All right.
Festivus is back! The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're gonna hear about it.
If I had a mind to, I wouldn't want to think like you. And if I had time to, I wouldn't want to talk to you. Oh, I don't care.
Don't forget, we are literally out here fighting demons, y'all. That was like a 12 months of streams. Like, holy crap, I was sitting there trying to get screenshots of all those thumbnails, and I was like, fuck this. All right, hello, Illumed Journey, Michael Malloy Show, AJ, what's up, gang? Hi, Janae. Hi, Boo. Hello, Hollis Keith. And where are we at? P. Thomas dropped in. I don't know if I'm going to miss people. Hello, Racine, SP 1200, Yellow. So was Rex Hewerman a Scientologist? I don't know. That's a great question. And yes, it's been a long journey. Hello, Jenny Lee. Looking at all these, like, yep, my brain was blown this year. Well, yeah, it's oh, thank you. Thank you. I did it myself. It's not too shabby. Hello, Kalex. How are you? Not too shabby, huh? I did it myself. Thank you. So happy Festivus, everyone. If people want to air grievances, then we gonna air grievances. The chat's open. So hello, Mercy Choke, and hi, Enchanted Chains. I'm not blocking you for the moment, but I guess it is Festivus. So if we're gonna get into it, then we can get into it. Guitar Gods 80, and thank you. It's really cold outside, and I got bored. So I have to sew the gift that Janae got me. It's a very funny t-shirt, and I got a lovely gift from a very lovely lady friend of mine. Isn't that pretty? It's such a nice ring. And these are press-on nails from Shein, so don't anybody think that like I'm out here balling, because I'm not. These cost like $1.50. Yeah. So what's everybody doing for the holiday? Special plans? No plans? I have no plans. Or family stuff? Holidays suck for some people. I don't enjoy the holidays in particular. Thank you, Angel Pavlov's corn dog. I still don't understand your username. I mean, I get like Pavlov's dog, but it's just the Pavlov's corn dog. I don't get it. The lore behind Festivus is sad. Just a story of abusive parenting. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's Seinfeld, and I'm sorry, but like Kramer was the best character on Seinfeld. I think that Kramer's hilarious. Crab soup. Ooh, that sounds really good. Are you making it yourself, P. Thomas? Chris Cambino, I got a lot of problems with you people. I lost my train of thought. Well, like I said, I'm not, yeah, just leave the chat open for now. No plans. I don't celebrate Christmas. Yeah, me either anymore. And no plans. Meatball. I know. Let's see. My son is with me tonight. Well, that's awesome, Nemesis and Hades. Tell your son hello. Oh, it was your birthday 2 days ago. Well, happy belated birthday, Calyx. Yeah, it's not about you being a threat, Enchanted Chains. It's about you talking shit about me. So you're talking out of two sides of your mouth. It's not don't play cute. Eating and roasting my family, then we have a dance off. What do you guys dance off to, AJ's life jacket? That sounds like so much fun. No plans for me in St. George, Utah. Okay, and Kramer is a Freemason. Is he really? This is how much I don't pay attention to stuff. Hello, Celestial Wonders. Happy Festivus. Because the creators be corny AF. Okay, that's fair. And Maryland crab soup. That sounds fantastic. I loved the Seinfeld. No hate, just saying. I mean, I grew up on Seinfeld. I watched it like when I was young, and I certainly didn't understand the humor. So I don't really know. It's I watched way too many things when I was young. So when on Reddit, and I get it, like people are like, oh, you don't look on Reddit. I'm not on Reddit, but people have sent me screenshots. I'm well aware that the what is it, like the garbage takes out itself, or the trash takes itself out, something like that. Like, whatever. Let me see. Happy Yuletide, y'all. Oldies Soul Train style. That's awesome. Are you guys wearing bell bottoms? Because I'm with it, and I would like pictures. You have my email address. Let me see. I liked Kramer on that show Fridays as Billy the Biker. I don't know that I've seen that. And happy Festivus and Merry Christmas, Soil Lodge. That was the quote from the Festivus dinner. Frank lost his train of thought. I haven't watched the episode in a long time, so that's fair. Christmas Day in Australia. Well, Merry Christmas, Beanie Cat. And hello, Apple Slap Coco 4. I'll find the Scottish Rite Journal with Kramer on the cover. Are you serious? Is that real or is that like Photoshop? Because that's really silly. That's hilarious, though. Nothing is sacred, right? Absolutely nothing is sacred. Hello, Miss Jamie. Merry Christmas. If I don't say Merry Christmas back to everybody, just take it in stride, guys. It's, it's Festivus. We're airing grievances, doing whatever. Growing up in. Yeah, Occult Examiner, he has, but here's the thing is that growing up in Scientology literally said nothing about ZDT yesterday because I watched that. He didn't say anything. It was very clickbaity. So I think that he needs a ladder for the reaches that he was trying to make. Yeah, he hasn't really said much of anything. I also think the timing of him showing up and doing that was really interesting. I literally take what Aaron says with a grain of salt, with a very small grain of salt. So, I mean, people can watch what they want to. Obviously, I have, opinions about certain folks, but that's just me. Hello, Kirby's mom. Feats of strength. Totally serious. I have the actual one. Oh, okay, Desert Rain. Can't wait till the swimming pool opens on Friday so I can swim again. Well, Tani C, I hope that the weather is comfortable and that you are able to go get a swim in. And hello, Minion 52. And is he, well, yeah, trust me, bruh. Yeah, literally. Yeah, no, like the whole thing with ASL is like, just trust me, bro. Like, uh, I don't know, like a little bird told me, and it's like, I get that now I can say that I've said 2 times, I believe, trust me, but these things have bore out. They have bore out. One has not yet, but it's still very recent. But the whole like CCHR paying ZDT, let's see some receipts, bro. I I don't know that I believe that. It's not that it's not unreasonable, but it's a really big claim to make. And when you actually sit there and listen, he doesn't really say much of anything. So, I just but people can watch what they want to watch. I watched the whole thing. I was waiting for something. I was like, "Come on, man. Say something good. Tell me something good." That's what I was waiting on. Let me see, Dan Quirk. Well, thank you. I guess just kind of I'm a bag of bones, sack of meat, floating on a rock through space. Stopped watching Aaron a long time ago. He's a bit sus. Yes, he is. He is more than a bit sus, in my opinion. The weather is strangely good. Haven't watched K-Ron in 6 months. He's a petty person. First grievance. Put the chat up next to you. Oh, damn. That's a really good point. Apple Slap Coco. I meant to do that earlier. I totally meant to do that earlier. Thank you so much for reminding me because I was like, I have no idea who's going to show up. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I agree. It's, I'm not going to tell people what to watch. But I would say that literally there was nothing informative in that whatsoever, unless you don't know what CCHR is. Then, then sure, you get a little bit of information from it. But I mean, I think that the CCHR stuff, there's a lot more interesting stuff with like Alex Jones in regards to that, right? Like I can make a much stronger argument regarding Alex Jones than ASL did with ZDT and CCHR. The faces Aaron pulls are so extra, and the new generation style of dancing makes me reconsider maybe getting a lobotomy. I would love a lobotomy. Sign me up. Sign me up, please. Let me see. Just Trust Me, Bro is the little Walnuts Agostino family mantra. Y'all are shot out. I'm sorry. You guys make me laugh. It's whatever. I'm just waiting to see who pulls in. Michael Richards was a Freemason. Well, I'm glad that you guys know so much about that. Sad Christmas for me. We said goodbye to our guitar player this month. Really stings burying a bandmate. Oh, Pete Thomas, I'm so sorry for you guys' loss. That's terrible. I didn't know that you were in a band. I'm sorry. I didn't know ZDT was paid by a Scientologist. Well, here's the thing, Occult Examiner. We don't know that. There's no proof. There's absolutely zero proof. Is there a circumstantial argument, maybe. Um, it's how far is Scientology wanting to distance themselves from people? I don't know. You know, it's my I'm on the fence about just exactly where the source of funding is, but I think that it's a really bold claim to just say that, someone specifically from CCHR is paying him. I don't, but I mean, stranger things have happened. I'm not saying that it's not true. It's just I'm going to need more than trust me, bro. CLO. I would love to read that, but I know that I will absolutely butcher it. I guess I'll try. La estimamos mucho que las pases bien son mis más sinceros deseos y que año venidero estén llenos de paz, salud, bendiciones, amor, prosperidad, éxitos, gratitud, bondad, logros, metas, fe. I have no idea if I said that right, and I hope that whatever I said wasn't offensive. Hopefully it was good. Nemesis in Hades or bring me proof, bro. Bring me proof. Yeah. It's like, no, that's not refute the things specifically. Refute what I've presented specifically. That's how that works. I don't need to bring proof of anything. Refute it. Refute it on your end. Feliz Navidad para ti y tu familia. Muchas gracias. My wish for Christmas is a warrant issued status update. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. And hello, Kitties 1993. Yeah, Agostino's mantra. Yep, I agree. And yeah, that would be interesting. I don't really know what's going on with all of that. There seems to be, I don't know. Someone may or may not be MIA. They may or may not be playing games. And I just have a real hard time sympathizing with all of that, right? So, my grievance list, that was the point of the opening. That was like all the people that like I've had grievances with. For the most part. That was like reminding everybody of all the things that we've talked about. I mean, granted, it wasn't up to like the last stream that I did, but I tried to go back a year. Let me see. And hello, Toddwood. It's so nice to see you. Minions. So, where do you think Tiny is? I think he'll pop up tonight or tomorrow for his Christmas special. Oh, is he doing a Christmas special? Should I do a Christmas special to challenge that? I would definitely not get as many views. That's for sure. Um, people have said that he's disappeared. What's up, Missy Jean? Where is he? I don't know. Here's the thing. It's really hard. That's been done to me. The whole threat of harming oneself. So I've already seen it be weaponized, right? So I just have a tough time with that. And obviously, I would not, wish that upon anybody whatsoever. It's, but I have a hard time with that because it's already been done to me. Let me see. We have a huge, beautiful Scottish Rite complex nearby. I have literally never seen a car in the lot. Secret parking garage underground. It's weird. That is extremely weird. What's up, someone? What it do, hustlers? There is a church right by my house, and it's always empty. And I'm like it's always empty. But it looks, and when you look it up, it looks like a functioning church. And I'm like, huh. Is this like a black site? I don't really know. He said it's about Nora. Well, okay. All right. I'll do a Christmas special, I guess. I don't really know what What time is the Christmas special supposed to happen? Because you got to remember that I'm on, the East Coast. Let me see. And hello, Kim White. Merry Christmas, Happy Festivus. And since court, his views have gone up. Someone is watching him. What's up, crackhead Kitty? How you doing, fiance? That's a running joke. I know that I'm not live on my phone as much as crackhead Kenny, but this is a running joke, everybody. So what up, crackhead Kenny? Gang, gang. And hello, Nico YEG. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Well, I don't know that that's going to happen, JWP. Let me see. I would ask why some kind of tax benefit. Tax benefit for what, kiddies? 1993. The Kerbala Temple sits high on a rocky hill right across from the Tennessee where I was born. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, if you guys find out like what time the Christmas special is, I guess I'll do it. But and well, Jay Mortis, I would say that I will remember, but I don't know that I'm going to remember. So, yeah, I have no idea. I'm a bit spacey lately, and it's not because of like Mary Jane. I wish that it was. I'm just pretty sure that I'm getting really old. Getting really old. Oh, the empty church buildings. Yeah, I feel that. I completely feel that. It's I don't know if it's like tax or if it's a black site because they do use those for that. I'm not saying that they're like torturing people like Guantanamo Bay right by my house, like, you know what I mean. I'm just saying that these things are historically used as sites like that. A lot of churches have been turned into pubs and nightclubs near me. That's how it was in Tampa when I was there. No, Jay Mortis, just I don't know, someone's gonna have to like poke me in the eye. Dana, they're guilting you into this providing entertainment for us. No, I mean it's fine. 12:25 is the time for a Christmas special. 12:25 that time? His time, Lutefisk? Old, you're funny. I am old. Let me see. Christmas specials can happen. Well, I know, but if I'm going to challenge it, you know what I mean? Fresh greens on the daily will keep your brain from aging as fast. Well, I don't get down with any of that. I I would have a panic attack and I would be crying. I think I would freak out. Yeah. I would definitely need a sedative. And hello, Margaret Walter. I would just want to do the Christmas thing when he does the Christmas thing. If that's what you guys want, I'll do it. What's up, Tricky Woo? I'll do it. I don't really know what we'll talk about. I'm not gonna sit there and show old movies. And it's not because of a copyright strike. Trying to think. Do I have a weird topic that I could dig into? I don't really know. I mean, I guess we could just hang out. I'm not going like to restream him if he does it, because obviously like he's gonna say a whole bunch of vile things, and I'm not with that. I don't know. I'll try to brainstorm. Churches have great acoustics for live performances. The architecture is designed to carry sound naturally. I never thought about that, Soil Lounge. That's interesting. I guess I should know that since I read Murder Under God's Eye, because like they talk about that. You know what I mean? As far as like the architecture of the building and why it was designed that way. If you do a Christmas special, I'll tell the story of how I wore Tiny's field jacket to the first day of junior high. Are you talking about Tiny Lentini? Shut up, P. Thomas. Come on. Where would you even get that? Where would... I have to process this for a second. Hold on. What? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Yes, I don't care if it's a great story or not. I want to know. A Klonopin? I mean, if someone wants to give me a Klonopin, cool. TSO last night, what am I missing? TSO, I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like the awkward kid who never gets asked to dance. The apology was sincere, so just back into the hedges, a la Homer Simpson. You do have an entertaining channel. Have a Merry Christmas. Well, Chris Gambino, don't, I don't think that I could be an asshole. I could be really nasty to you, right? And I'm not. So, and I haven't blocked you. But, if you want to Homer Simpson it, that's fine. It's all good. You're not blocked. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and be made to feel bad. It's tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme that's right on time. I think this would make a good Christmas show. I'd just say free ball it and go off on tangents. Lots of older churches in the UK converted to clubs. Well, okay, well, P. Thomas said we need to hear the story. Yeah. And hello, Gigi. Merry Christmas, y'all. Can you share your take on the Mormon cult? Have you anything to say about them? Well, I mean, it's not that I have I don't think I have a unique take. I think that there's just like these other cults, there's a lot of problems and a lot of tomfoolery and a lot of similarities. Like look at the inconsistencies of Joseph Smith, L. Ron Hubbard, right? Like just things being changed over time. And obviously, like these are different time frames, so it's not necessarily comparable. But, it's I don't I don't judge per se the people that are in it because I do believe that there are people that just go to church and believe that they're doing the right thing. And it's the institution itself and the idea that it should be, the taxpayer's burden to, help these organizations. I mean, obviously there's a lot of dark stuff with the LDS, man. Part of that was like a big reason why I started my YouTube channel, was stuff that I learned in Program to Kill and then Bishop Glenn Pace, the Pace memo, all of that. So I mean, I have strong feelings. I don't know. I'm not trying to give a crappy answer. I just don't want to sit here and go on a diatribe that literally goes nowhere. I have recently learned about the new hazing that is being done to get to the core of Hillman's group. They troll those speaking out against Hillman to virtue signal. So gross. Well, I mean, the troll armies, that's how they roll. Does anyone know what Tiny Lentini looks like? No, Jenny Lee. I have no idea. The best 12 days of Christmas, yours. Oh, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Okay. Costs nothing to be kind, but I got a surplus for them who want to fuck around to find out. And yeah, no, it does take a lot for me to block people. I thank someone. Some people think that I'm really mean. They're like, no, she blocked me. Meh. And I'm like, or meh, she deleted my comment. And I'm like, did you write a book in my comment section? Because that's YouTube that's going to filter that. That has nothing to do with me. Let me see. Michael Malloy, I'm still LDS. Respect. People are allowed to have their beliefs. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging anyone. And hello, Seashore Mary. Merry Christmas. I'm not passing judgment. Do I have personal opinions about things? Sure. But I'm not judging anybody. People are allowed to have their beliefs. It's fine. It's not a big deal. In regards to people getting blocked, something else that I would like to let people know from my end, because it is a misconception that is repeated in certain places. If you are blocked, if I blocked anybody right here, right now, I do not see you in my chat. That's not how that works. I know that you can still see yourself, right? But if you refresh the chat, then you're gone. I don't see you. So these individuals out here who think that they're antagonizing individuals on the other side of the screen, even though they're blocked, you're not. You're imagining things because we don't see you. I can assure you of that. Let me see. And Jack Whiteside Parsons, that's fair. Things went down, and yeah, they did spread a lot of hate and rumors. I don't believe in being judge, jury, and executioner. So it's, not that I don't accept apologies. It's just like, I'm not going to sit here and, flip, start doing cartwheels and, be all chummy with someone. Things take time. And I really I don't owe that time off the bat to someone. It's not that I think I'm better than anybody. It's just, just give me some time. It's fine. If things have changed, great. If not, would I be surprised? No. Warren Jeffs claims to be LDS, FLDS. Yeah, I thought that he was FLDS. No, Dana, I have seen you put up with way too much shit. Yeah, well, I have, and I remind you of DOA. Why? I feel like he has so many people in his chat, dude. Like, I wouldn't be able to keep up with that. I think that I would lose my mind. Let me see. The Mormons use Masonic KJV. Joseph Smith was a Freemason. I think a lot of CIA are Mormons. GG, yeah, that has been confirmed. There is a lot of CIA infiltration within the Mormon church. Let me see. Hello, El Deuterino. I hope that you are well. And Dana really blocks anyone. Well, thank you, Desert Rain. And yeah, it literally hides your comments and it hides you from the chat. There are people out there who think that they're antagonizing streamers even though they're blocked. And I've tried telling people this. I've told people this like directly on the phone. I'm like, hey, I'm on the other side. I get how this works. I can't see you. You're not antagonizing anybody. I can assure you of that. But if you're having fun with that, then that's fine. Enjoy your little fantasy world. You are also allowed to make judgments. Who cares if they care? No one. Judgments keep us safe. That's very true, mamas and papas. I have judgments in my brain, right? But I'm not putting them all out here. Let me see. Yes, Warren Jeffs is FLDS. Real friends block their friends' comments when they are too vulgar. Some of them have to be approved. A lot of the FBI are Mormons. I love DOA. That's a compliment. Oh, no, I'm not disparaging DOA. I'm just saying I don't know how, I wouldn't be able to handle all that. There's so many people in there. I'm like, how is he even paying attention? I would literally have a stroke, especially doing it while I'm driving. Let me see. And hello, Boom Clot, and safe winter solstice to you. You are allowed to be grounded and firm in your resolve, and to be standing up for yourself is the bare minimum, I suppose so. I love the assholes. Am I blocked? Yeah, I know. Well, they come in and they're just like, yeah, I know, AJ. I know that you know. Like, oh, am I blocked? Do you see yourself when you hit refresh on the chat? If you do, then you're not blocked. If you don't, then you're blocked. And the streamer cannot see you. Okay? Yeah, we got it. All right, cool. Joseph Smith was most definitely a Mason. The Mormon church spent decades lying about it, but now admit it. Yeah, that's very true. It's not bad. You tell truth. Oh, well, thank you, Maureen LaForme. And, oh, well, thank you, Jessica Worth. Mormons are Noahides, but most don't even know it. I don't know what a Noahide is. Just swarmed by black birds. That sign the earth has begun rolling again. That's very strange, Hollis Keith. And hello, Dave. First time catching alive. Well, welcome. Why only one picture of Marianne de Grimston? Who is she really? I have multiple photos of her, P. Thomas. I've shown them. There's a few. And hello, Anchored Love. Happy holidays back to you. There's a few of them. There's not just one. But as far as who she really is, I don't know. Don't know. Well, I'm working on the maps, the process maps. We'll get there. Trying to, get through this genealogy. I hate it. It's so time consuming. I freaking hate it. However, it's, still good, I guess, to get it done. It's making it easier to make these connections. So that's helpful. And let me see. Open an incognito window and check the chat in that to see if you're blocked. That's a good point. Don't poison your nails with anything. No, these are just press-on nails. What do you mean? Nope, that's not her. That is Marianne de Grimston. One of those is her passport photo. That's absolutely her. And there's photos of her and Robert together. What if you were to identify as a blocked person? Are you then blocked? Do we have to treat you like you're blocked? The Mormons kidnapped my children. I have not seen them in over 10 years. I'm sorry, Gigi. I am. Grievance number 2. Can we go live stream chat or vibe without that Howard Stern thing what are you talking about, Apple Slap Coco? I have no idea. Let me see. Hold on. Woo, y'all are moving. Mandy Rice Davies. Marianne is Mandy Rice Davies, at least that most famous picture. Christmas is tough. You can't put anything you aren't ready to put in your mouth on your body surfaces. Well, I mean, I wouldn't eat it. I'm not going to eat the nail, so I don't really know what you mean. A little bit confusing. Let me see. And hello, Old Car Restoration. Happy Festivus. It's the process passport. Well, I don't really know. I know that I have photos of Marianne. And I have her birth certificate. So, I mean, is she Mandy Rice Davies? I don't think she's Mandy Rice Davies. I have her birth certificate. I don't think that that's her. Someone on Twitter pointed out something very interesting in regards to, Marianne's rumored ties to Perfumo and Stephen Ward. And, I've been working on the Astor genealogy a little bit, and I didn't have that full part of the map done, but someone had pointed out that it was interesting due to those rumors because apparently Stephen Ward was staying in a guest house that was part of the Astor estate. So I think that that's very interesting. Something to consider. I heard someone mention that Mormon Mafia might have been involved in the RFK assassination. Does that theory seem to hold any water from your research? Well, I mean, according to immigration services and the FBI, it's got something to do with the process. Does that mean that the Mormon's not involved? I don't know. I do not know. If I'm blocked, I'll just chat with myself. I like your attitude, Old Car Restoration. And let me see. Jack Ruby and Ticket. I love press-on nails right now. A lot easier and cheaper than getting them done. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I'm cheap. Shoot, I'm completely cheap. Let me see. Dana, when researching SOS, have you ever looked into Jim Faulkner, the guy who dug out Wheat's backyard? I don't know if that's a joke or... let me see. I have looked a little bit because I've told you guys I have like so many PowerPoints, right? So I have like an SOS sus characters PowerPoint and I have him in there, but I haven't dug too deep. That's the one, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, that there was a car accident or like a road incident and something happened. I don't remember exactly what happened. That's why I don't want to say it out loud. But I think that that's who you're referring to, right? I used to think Mormons were good people, but like everyone else, they aren't all good. Well, Jane, I think that that's the same for all. I think that's the same for any religion. I think that it's not specific to one belief system. I think it's just people in general. But obviously, when there's an environment that authority and power can be abused, then it gets worse, right? Let me see. Grievance. Genealogy attempts without a subscription service. FTS. Well, I mean, yeah. It's almost impossible, I would feel like. Not impossible, but it would be incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. Have I ever seen any connection with the process and the Chicago Ripper crew? Haven't gotten there yet, Old Car Restoration, but it is in my plan eventually. Eventually. I've thought about it. And again, I know that people are going to be like, oh, she's going to try to connect everything to the process, blah, 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 blah. Well, then don't watch. Let me just sit over here and do what I'm going to do, right? I'm not hurting anybody. I mean, except for maybe according to some people. I don't really know. Specifically one guy. Let me see. I wonder how Ruby and Jody are doing. This chat makes me smile. I'm just grossed out. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm not going to be able to read every single thing. Gang, Dana, happy holidays. Happy holidays, the nemesis. Do you think the song Cream of Wheat is about me? And I don't know. Ew. Y'all are nasty. Y'all are nasty. Who hasn't dug out Sirhan having a double name is a clue. Name one good processian. Ooh. Touche, PK. Huh. I don't know that I can. So I found this really interesting book. I'm not going to sit here and like digress too far. And I'm going to show you guys. And it's about this woman who was in the process, and she left pretty early, and she writes all about it, and she has a questionnaire kind of like evaluating if she would have left sooner, what were the signs that she missed. I still have to finish looking into her, but I think maybe this one lady, maybe her family is sus as hell. However, let me see. I feel like I'm channeling John Lennon right now. How did we get John Lennon in here? I feel like I saw other comments about John Lennon. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Mr. Road Rage. Okay, that is the same guy. That's what I thought. And Cream of Wheat by Ed Gein's car, that is. They're coming out with a Netflix show about Ed Gein with the guy from American Horror Story. I'm like, stop sexualizing serial killers, right? Stop sexualizing serial killers. It's gross. Thank you, Not to Beeswax. Happy Festivus. And my thoughts on Mike Codella. Don't know the guy. I've pretty much like waved the flag there as far as trying to get in touch with anybody. You know, I don't have any bad feelings. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna, since it is Festivus, I will be honest. How about this? I'll be brutally honest. He goes on a lot of big shows, right? And he should, because he's had a very interesting career. And I think that he's a really good conversationalist, and he seems like a really nice guy. But it's kind of, I know that there are multiple people that have reached out to him with like the process Willowbrook stuff. If that he was looking into that, like Ed was literally tailing Robert Grimston, and like hasn't said anything. And I'm just like, all right, bro, it's cool. Obviously not that interested, right? And maybe it could be due to age. I don't know. He's had some concerning, I would say, alliances in the past. So I don't know. Maybe doesn't want to get involved, right? But I do respect the guy. I think he has some very interesting insight. It's nice to hear someone who was a former official state that, some of the stuff that we talk about here isn't so crazy. Let me see, Dave. I'm pretty much caught up with your research. It's pretty freaking thorough. I knew of the process probably better than most. Oh, well, thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll never forget her line, "How dare you to me. Grievance, why is wheat still around? Make it go back to Yonkers. Name one good communist, one good Republican, and one good Democrat." Don't do that to me, guys. Come on. I don't like doing the politics. That's not a grievance. That's not a grievance. Come on. Wheat needs justification. Well, that's one thing that she needs. Only good government official is not back here yet, but he's on the way. I have no idea who you guys are talking about. I mean, I would say the process is centered here just because they're in Kanab. But, I mean, who knows what they're doing in other places, right? But, I mean, they're in Kanab, so let me see. I was looking at the boxes and what's in the boxes folders on the website for the Ed Sanders archives. There were so many intriguing names in there. Wish I was on the East Coast. Well, here's the thing about that is his files are such a damn mess. And I know I've talked about it before, but I spent so much time there that they were asking me to stay and help them organize because there's duplicates. Some of those files, it's literally like a piece of paper or like a napkin in a folder. things that could be added to something else. So some stuff like I was really excited for, and there was nothing in there pretty much. Um, Obviously the Tiny Lentini tapes, still don't know where they are. Um, Trying to think what else. And then some stuff was, kind of crammed into other places, which was exciting because I would be looking through something and I would be like, oh, well, what is this doing here? And so it's, the way that they categorized it, I'm not hating on them. It's just, it was a big mess. Lennon Claypool, Jack Parsons tribute band. It's John Lennon's son. Oh, I didn't know that. Is it is it to normalize loving evil? I do not get this sexy stalker stuff. Yes, John Lennon was in the process. The Beatles are process. Yeah, I'm sick of true crime. Yeah, it's major like Freudian kind of BS. Wasn't Ed Gein featured on Mindhunter? Do we really need to know more about him? No, I don't think that Ed Gein was on Mindhunter because I watched Mindhunter. I remember when it came out. No, they didn't go that far back. I don't think they did. They didn't have anybody play him. And they did it with Dahmer, and I was like, oh, this is gross. And they just keep doing it. And I'm not into it. Not into it. I think it's really gross. I think it's really nasty. Whoa, this thing just jumped. Let me see. Did Grimston have any known aliases? I mean, we have Mary. Are you talking about Mary? Or are you talking about Robert? Ted Bundy was weird. Ted Bundy was very weird. Murder Inc. and serial killers of the 1800s were groomed using penny dreadfuls, Tijuana Bibles, pulp mags. Frederick Wortham wrote about it in comics and Seduction of the Innocent Mafia Kids. I was looking for his video with Manny the other day and noticed he deleted his YouTube channel. Huh? Oh, well, thank you, P. Thomas, for clarifying that it was a rhetorical question. Thinking of Ed Gein makes my skin crawl. I knew a Ukrainian woman that was taken to the U.S. to present as Miss Cabbage's wife. What? What are you guys talking about? Let me see. Hold on. Isn't Shelley deceased? Who did Grimston ride with directly after the breakup with Marianne? Oh, y'all are asking so many questions. I'm gonna have to reel it in. Did Robert Yeah, Robert had a ton of aliases. Yep, he had a lot of them. Robert Sylvester Moore, Robert Moore Sylvester, Robert Moore, Robert S. D. G. Moore. I mean, there's so many. There's so many P. Thomas. I will try to clean that up. Codella deleted his YouTube channel. Okay. That's weird. I need a second. Huh. That's weird. Okay. Have I seen Tiny's death certificate? Nope. And I don't know if Shelley's dead. Who knows? Who knows? I have feelings about the whole. I have some unpopular takes about Shelley Miscavige, so just gonna leave that alone. And the Ed Sanders archive. Yeah, I mean, they were weird. A Loom Journey. I didn't want to stay. I was like, hell no, I ain't working for free. Y'all are playing. Let me see. The Gardener has another Twitter account. How many is that now? Well, what can I say? I guess people can't stay away. I'm just kidding. It's me being sarcastic. It's like exam day. Yeah, there's too many questions. I can't keep up. I'm like, Let me see. Sloan Bella, the psychic, said Shelley's on ice. Just saying. You mean like Frozen, Roxy? And also, what's up, Roxy? Gang, gang. But are you talking about like suspended, like Walt Disney on ice, or like in a meat locker on ice? I'm very curious. Was Honky one of Decrypt's aliases? I was thinking Ed Kemper in Mindhunter, also a sicko, but I think that Gein was worse. Ed Kemper's like, that's a lot, right? It's a lot. I think there's a lot to Ed Kemper. And Mindhunter is literally like the FBI's Netflix special. That's why I don't endorse the narratives in those series. I used to love it. I used to love that series when I was into true crime. And then I learned what a bitch John Douglas is, and now I don't like it. And hello, peoples. Did y'all see that yes, mamas and papas, the Imagination podcast did lose their channel? Let me see. Makes you wonder why he ditched the YouTube account. Was that the plan? Did he get spooked? Was it the meatball memo to Hush? I don't know. I don't know. I was the first one he kicked from the subscribe star days. Well, P. Thomas, you've been around for a hot minute. On ice frozen. Gang, gang. Well, I mean, yeah. I would imagine that she is, right? I just don't buy Leah Remini's story at all. I think the whole thing is super sus. I think the entire thing is super sus, and the story just doesn't really make sense. And, you know, but I get that that's an unpopular take because people like her, right? She is popular and she's edgy and she's tough. So, whatever. The video of him talking about confronting DeGrimston is gone. I was looking for the walk and talk he did with Manny and noticed that the channel is gone. Well, that's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate because I wish I would have downloaded it. It may be somewhere else, Soil Lodge, but I'm going to have to try and see. Did Tiny ever tell you while he was going after ex-Scientos? You may have explained before, but I didn't follow that whole thing much back then. I mean, I feel like if I'm just being honest, and I'm not going to sit here and like get into, a debate with people about it. It is what it is. Because I get that there are a lot of people in that community that don't like me, and that's fine. But I think that however he and ASL met, because they both tell different stories and their stories have changed over time. I don't know what the origin of that meeting was, how they actually met each other. I feel like that whole thing was kind of set up. And obviously, me and Vanessa, had our interaction, our negative interaction. And I feel like that was kind of an excuse for him. But obviously, I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody at research, right? But I did a lot of that research for him. So when I'm sitting there like breaking down the financials of like the YouTube like donation campaigns, fundraisers, whatever you want to call it, and like pointing out the discrepancies of all of these things, I don't know. Did he want me to only research for his purposes? No clue. Was it beneficial to him? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is what it is. Things happen, shit happens, me and Nora have resolved the issue. And she certainly did not owe me that by any means. And I'm grateful for her kindness because, like I said, I don't deserve it. But, it is what it is. I don't really know what to tell people. As far as why, don't really know. Sloan accurately predicted the Diddy shit down to the month. Damn, Roxy. I don't know anything about Sloan. That's crazy. The John Douglas is either dumb or involved. The West Memphis Three are so obviously guilty. Well, yeah, John Douglas is a joke. I've read his books. Not good. Not good. The meatballs always send messages to Hush in one way or another. Got one on X a few days ago. Oh, really, Tom Dexter? Another one? Another one from the meatballs? Yeah, she got my money for both books. Thank you, P. Thomas. She got my money too. John Douglas says the Ramseys are innocent. That blew his credibility with me. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I think that John Douglas is a complete joke. And I mean, these new documentaries that are coming out about John Bonet, it's like, why? People are asking questions that they don't want them to ask. That's just how these things kind of bear out, statistically speaking. And thank you, Desert Rain. That's not true, but I appreciate it. I'm not on X. Well, you're not necessarily missing out on too much. And thank you, Jay Mortis. I don't know if I could make bank as a paralegal. That's interesting. Dana, I'm saying that, well, thank you, someone. I really appreciate that. And grievance number 3, your last video of 5 foot fuck all. Where are you at with that? What do you mean? Oh yeah, Ramsey's innocent. Yeah, no, they're not innocent. Why did Johnny Depp get matching tattoos with one of the Memphis 3? Weird. Yeah, isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? Lots of weird relationships like Johnny Depp, Marilyn Manson. Did you know that Johnny Depp is was very good friends with Patti Smith? Yeah, because I found that in the court records. Very interesting. Patti Smith, thinking Mapplethorpe, Crispo, that whole crew, right? Yeah, very weird. The West Memphis 3 were definitely guilty, and was very strange how Hollywood got involved and got them released. Yeah, exactly. Depp and Marilyn Manson are BFFs, and also with Eccles. In love with Alistair too. Yeah, it's extremely shady. Extremely shady. I remember it was strange. Tiny got more disgusting, and you could see Dana did the research. Am I the only one creeped out by Sean Atwood? I don't know if I know who that is. Was that the bald guy? And hello, Nanya Business. And happy Festivus. I don't know what to make of Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is just... I see him as a processian. And eventually I'll come back and we'll talk about like the Neo process, and I'll show the stuff from the court transcripts. Because who is it? The chick that excuse my French, shit the bed, literally. It was those court transcripts. Yeah, I think there was something with like, I think cocaine on an island somewhere. Patti Smith, I don't know. Liz Gale shouted out your channel and played your latest ZDT video on her Troll Awards. Nora also shouted you out. Oh, well, that's very cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I named one good communist, found Mindhunter at Goodwill. Douglas gives so much wrong info on the Atlanta child murders. Yes, Hollis Keith. He does. That's what I'm saying. Like, people should read his work, because he is the mouthpiece for the FBI, is whatever. But like, his theories is the framework for how all of this is, evaluated, essentially. And obviously, these things change over time, and you deal with different cases, depending on the circumstances. You're going to deal with it how you deal with it. However, like, the first time that they rolled out, what do they call his unit? I'm trying to think of it. Why can't I think of it? I feel like I'm having a stroke. Obviously it's not the Mindhunter unit. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Whatever the hell it's called. The first time that they rolled that out was in Atlanta for the child murders. That's tragic, right? But they also shit the bed. Yeah. He was trafficking an autistic chick. Who was? What are you guys talking about? Hold on. I gotta catch up with I gotta go back in the chat because I'm way behind, and you guys are asking great questions, and I just feel like my brain is not catching up. Johnny Depp and that Titanic guy came from the boy prostitution rings, I think. They bumped into the punk scene sometimes back in the day. That's an interesting theory, P. Thomas. Okay, there's a lot of people that are creeped out by this Sean fellow. And Amber Heard won the court case in England. I didn't know that. That cocaine and Able music video for the song with Marilyn Manson, starring Johnny Depp, shows and says it all. There was a fascinating website. I'll try to find it and I will post it. Someone took the time to do like the most painstaking breakdown of Manson's albums. And in Hollywood, they point out specifically where like Robert de Grimston is cited. I thought it was so fascinating, and I'm really thankful that someone took the time to do it. Yeah, I do believe that that is the modern day sort of iteration of the process. You know, it's why would they get matching tattoos? Why would Hollywood come in and, you know, try to exonerate these individuals? And I get that people have a lot of strong feelings about, you know, like the satanic panic. You guys already know my feelings about it. I think it's weaponized on both sides. But I think the Hollywood kind of like sealed the deal, right? And that was just propaganda. Atwood is the bald guy. The way he gets into people retelling their stories is slightly disturbing. I haven't watched, so I guess I will have to check it out. Now, hold on. This thing skipped again. Sorry, guys. I just sent a link to Dana on recovered Codella videos. Thank you. John Bonet's grandfather, most likely connected to Francis Sheldon porn trafficking network. Well, Hollis Keith, maybe that's how I'll spend my Christmas, looking into that, because that's very interesting. Behavioral science, thank you. Thank you so much, because the BS unit, even John Douglas says it in the book. He's like, BS? Bullshit? It's like, yeah, he knows that it's bullshit. Yes, Sean Atwood used to sling tons of Molly in Arizona and got life in 94-ish, and then they let him out. I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot that he used to sling Molly. His channel, I completely forgot. His channel just became so much more sus to me. Wow. I completely forgot about that. I think that guy's an informant, maybe? I don't really know. Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, let me see. He was like Pablo Escobar, Sean Atwood guy. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Would love to see that. Depp has a very large poster of Patti Smith in his penthouse in LA. Yeah, I bet he does. I bet he does. I want to know. I want to see those texts. And yes, the Viper Room absolutely needs to be investigated. I completely agree. Tons of info on OCCK and John Ramsey. Sean Atwood is probably intelligence like all the rest. So many in the alternative media are recruited from prison on drug charges. The girl's name is Callie and should be prime suspect in Atlanta, is very likely related to the suspect for John Bonet. What? Hollis Keith? For real? I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. Like, Hollis Keith has kind of got my wheels spinning. I'm just, like, kind of focused on what he's talking about. Because that's really crazy. That's real crazy. Very curious. Genealogy thing. Oh, and folks with this. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Hello, Michael Levine. Hello back. He has had Rye Dawson on a lot as well. Kamloops, the school at Kamloops. What did the Queen do with those kids? I don't know what Kamloops is. Unless I'm just saying it wrong. I have no idea. But yeah, I totally forgot. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I connected Sam Untermeyer and Crowley last week trying to get OGCD to do a show on it with Nick. Ooh, that would be very interesting, Pete Thomas. I think people would be really into that. I have not watched this Rye Dawson person, and obviously I'm not going to check out the Molly Slinger Kamloops is in Canada. All right, I'll look it up. I'm not going to watch the Molly Slinger. I mean, look, I'm all about reform. I'm not saying that people can't change or that like you can't do something good, but ooh, there's just a lot of shady people out there, man. And it's like if you got life for drug charges like that, come on. Come on now. You had to do something real special. And I'm not talking about that kind of special. I'm talking about real special. Residential school stolen children. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I hadn't heard of that one yet. Noted. Noted. The prison to YouTube pipeline is real. Sean Atwood, William Carlson, Jason Brashears, and so many, many more. Interesting. It's like the Sex Pistol song, She Ain't No Human Being. That's interesting. I don't think that OJ was fake. I just don't think that OJ did it. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Ryan Dawson is the guy who has a fake feud with Whitney Webb and accused her of stealing his work. Well, I thought that he did. This is only the things that I've heard. I haven't watched him. I've heard that her work did not originate with her, but I've heard this from multiple people, and one person being a very valid source. And I'm not saying that the other people that told me aren't a valid source, just a very close source. Very close source. But I mean, the other stuff. You guys know how I feel about her. You guys know how I feel about her. Yeah. Do you know of any good sources that might be good to look into if one was trying to look deeper into the Viper Room thing? I have no idea, Illume Journey. I think that the Viper Room, it's an interesting topic. I don't know. I guess I would probably start with looking at the property records, right? See who owned it. That's where you would start, as the money, following the money. Ryan's Rainbow Frog doc on Holocaust denial is fantastic. Noted. I never believed OJ did it. I think he knows. Funny that Atwood was supplied by Israelis. Well, you know, it's a Mossad, right? That's the greatest line in law. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. I mean, yeah, he didn't do it. I mean, I'm sorry. I just don't think that he did it. There's also a lot of weird like ties to Scientology in the OJ case. So I don't really know. I have no idea. I haven't, I'm not talking about that anytime soon. I refuse to talk about that. I'm sorry. Ryan Dawson is not sus. Atwood might be a Fed, but our Dawson is up there with most banned people on the interwebs. Well, I mean, people are allowed to have their opinions. It's fine. I just, I don't know. I have my feelings about things, and people could watch whatever they want to watch. Did I see ASL's video last night about Tony's envelope payments? Yeah, he didn't really say anything, the Nemesis. He said nothing. He talked a lot, but he said nothing. And Retro Revival, I appreciate your commentary, but I'm absolutely not marrying anybody off the internet. I will die alone, and that's just how it is supposed to be. So, happy Festivus. But the Nemesis, as far as ASL, he didn't say anything. There's no proof. And if he has like some sort of like weird source with inside the church, then that brings up other questions, I would think. It seemed very clickbaity to me. Unless someone has like photos, that's a different story. If someone had like some paparazzi photos, where you're like driving by and like there's an envelope full of cash and it clearly looks very suspicious, different story. But ASL says a lot without saying anything at all. I'm sorry. Let me see. Ryan Dawson is paid by Andrew Tate. Is he for real? Lufus Limeade? If that's true, that's crazy. And I completely agree, Amy M. All hot air. Cyan Tolatin. And I'm not trying to stab anybody's heart. It's just, it's not happening. So, and hello, AZ Crimson. And his stuff is always clickbait. He did that stream to deflect from himself and 86. I don't even know who that 86 person is. I have no idea. It just seems like they have a lot of money. That's a lot of money to be throwing around. And I have no idea how monetization works like on Rumble. So I don't know what their cut is versus YouTube, which I think YouTube is like 30%, but I don't get money from it. So that's just how I understand it, is that they immediately take like 30% off of the top. So still a lot of money. Lot of money. I think that the timing is really weird because I don't know. Like, he's missing, right? And obviously, I don't wish harm upon anybody. But this game has been done to me. So, what's actually going on? Who really knows? Almost seems like good old ASL kind of threw him a bone to bring him back out, right? That's how I feel about it. But this is just my opinion. Okay, Lutefisk Limeade, yes. And Andrew Tate reminds me of the Gabor sisters. And his puppet was repeating the ASL story today. Whose puppet? Amy M. Who you talking about? I know who he is. Pulled his tax records and donations from the feds. Interesting. Previous owners, Bevan Cooney was connected to the Devon Archer Hunter Biden tribal bonds case. Hello, Gene B. Afternoon. And Andrew Teat. And let me see. I give no fucks either way. Yeah, neither do I. And well, Retro Revival, everybody play nice. Be respectful. Oh, Amy M. Okay. See, this is how out of the loop I am with like this lore. You know what I mean? It's I can't. I can't. It's too much drama and just too much of a bunch of nothing. It's like, just shows something tangible. There was nothing shown that was tangible. You know? Would it be interesting? Hell yeah. I would be fascinated by that. Absolutely. I would love to know that. That would answer a lot of questions for me, right? But it's like he didn't show anything. He just ran his mouth. So, whatever. And me too, hella bored. And no worries, Gene B. What kind of pies are you making? And do you think it's possible that Codella is lying about Tiny's last name? I think I found a photo of him. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that anybody's ever asked me that question before. So I would say if there, I would be willing to consider anything. I don't know, Jenny Lee. Kind of threw a wrench in my brain. So I don't know. I will come back to that. Dana, I still need to get you the info about Depp and the smiley face stuff. Please, Desert Rain. I would love that. I would love that very much. And never alone with my dogs and snacks. I made a new pie case for my raspberry pie. Lemon meringue and butter tarts. Oh, stop. I love lemon. I love lemon so much, Gene B. I'm really jealous. That sounds so good. I love lemon everything. Oh, that sounds amazing. Sorry. Gotta wet my whistle. Depp, smiley face, and the murder of River Phoenix. Lying where Tiny had 5 last names. That's a very good possibility. Could be that Tiny had 5 last names. I mean, it just depends. Because the name game is real. 86 GOP was giving Tiny thousands of dollars, just as ASL described OSA does these things. So, I'm not saying that that's not true. DOA loves rainbows. I'm just saying, A, isn't. Do we know who is behind that account specifically on that platform? And wasn't that individual giving ASL that money too? I could be wrong. However, OSA does those things, sure, but so does multiple intelligence agencies. Aaron saying that there are similarities means literally nothing. I think that Aaron gave a big nothing burger and threw Tony a bone. That's my opinion. I think it was a big distraction. The purpose of it, who knows? It's interesting that people have defected from Scientology and Mormonism publicly, but we never hear of Thelema defectors. That is very interesting. Dental disorder. And hello, Jean B's daughter. Merry Christmas or Happy Festivus, whatever you're celebrating. Tiny would be able to look up. He's got quite the record if I remember. Let me see. Time for me to roll a blunt. Roll it up. Smoke it up. And yeah, everybody's into the lemon. There's a photo of Lantini in Maury's files, and there he's also called Lantini. Okay, noted. Tiny was Spook. City of London has OTO in the process. Wasn't Tiny and also an American Indian. One thing I did from the LDS is ex-grandma's lemon squares. Ooh, I love. Man, y'all making me hungry. Dana, yes. ASL is on the books too. Well, I mean, it's a possibility. ASL brags about going out to dinner with 86. Okay, well then see, you guys know more than me. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys know way more than me. 86 GOP is David Comer, who was employed by Accenture. What's Accenture? Tiny had the cross-eyed smiley face on his field jacket. For real? Tiny is lurking. Some of these people with their usernames and the stuff that they put in these chats just cracks me up. Sorry. Oh, y'all are funny. Okay, let me see. Oh, I know about Mark Dutro. I'm very familiar with Mark Dutro. I'm not going to North Fox Island. And Merry Christmas or Festivus. Back to you, John Carew. And all right, I think I'm all caught up. I think I am. As far as Accenture, I'm very curious what that is. Sounds like an MLM. It's a good name for an MLM, right? But I mean, I'm just saying, like, people shouldn't. I'm not saying people shouldn't. I would hesitate to take someone at their word when they've changed their story about how they met that individual in the first place. Yeah. And again, I mean, people have pointed out that, he's getting money too, or he has gotten money from that person in the past. Okay. I don't see this as like OSA. I see this as something else, something a little bit darker. But you guys have to understand where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the perspective of the process, right? And 5 foot fuck all has said some very strange things to me about the temple, the process, things of that sort. So, and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and happy whatever you celebrate too, Amy M. It's a controlled op, dark money group for sure, AJ. I agree. We outside. ZDT suspended driver's license has to be the best, funniest name ever. I'm not laughing. ASL said 86 GOP was his best friend, but ASL got the shits when Nora told him that 86 gave money to Tiny. So ASL threw 86 under the bus. Ooh, these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. Ain't that about a bit? Ain't that about a bit? These hoes ain't loyal. Dang. Well, It's I guess the loyalty goes to the highest bidder, right? It is what it is. I don't buy any of it. I just don't buy any of it. I'm sorry. I think that it's all very strange. I've had very strong opinions about ASL from the jump, and you know, that would be really fascinating if that's where all of that came from. Like, if the 5 foot fuck all ASL sort of I don't know, meeting. Yeah. If that was all like funded and not organic. I don't really know. Merry Christmas, Dana, Tiff, and all ball baggers. Merry Christmas, Steve Sipos. I don't believe the official narrative about Peach's death, or Michael Hutchinson's for that matter. Peaches who? Soya Lodge. Who are you talking about? Now I'm curious what Tony's driver's license is suspended for. I don't know that it's suspended. Hell if I know. There's so many people out in California. Can't they pull records out there? I got a couple records that I would like that have nothing to do with that. I just know that the records that you can pull online can vary from state to state. Florida's pretty public, but otherwise, I don't really know. Oh, I've only been on for an hour 20, but y'all just be asking so many questions. My brain is totally fried. Peaches Geldof. I don't know what you guys are talking about, so I'm going to have to come back and look into that. That way I don't have a stroke. 2025 is going to be insane in a good way. Get ready, y'all. Many hands make light work. 2025 is the year of best friends, so I have mixed feelings about it. I guess we'll see. I don't really know. I don't know. Jared Leto is 100% neo-processing, very culty. I do not disagree at all. Your favorite uncle. I think that Jared Leto is super sus. And yes, it is suspended. Peach, she was involved with Scientology and OTO. Oh. So do you think she was involved with the process? Yeah. That's what it sounds like to me. ASL talked a lot, but said nothing and had zero receipts. Natalie repeated the lie. What is the saying about repeating a lie? Propaganda. Well, I don't know. The person that said Tiny's license is suspended is a known troll, so I don't know if it's true or not. Well, y'all know how I like to roll. I like receipts. So, ASL's Tony vids came right when the warrant did. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The timing of all of it's weird. It's all real weird. Seems convenient. Seems very convenient. He was a good joker. I heard Jared Leto is the head of the Order of the Nine Angles in LA. That would be freaking crazy, Jenny Lee. That would be wild. Wild. Going from like Requiem is a Dream to the Order of the Nine Angles. Like, what? Agreed on the Jared Leto issue, even though I'm a fan. He was my first celebrity crush, my so-called life. LOL, Lord. Well, I mean, you know, I used to be into him too when I was really young. What is it, 30 Seconds to Mars? Like, when I was really young, I loved that stuff. Let me see. If you repeat a lie often enough, people will believe it as true. If you tell a lie enough times, enough people will believe it. And Joseph Goebbels. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm tuckering out here. I'm running on fumes. Peace and joy on earth and goodwill towards humankind. One caveat, no rest for the wicked. That's very true. I'm trying to process a lot of the information that you guys have put in here. That would be wild if Jared Leto was running 09A. Wild. Peaches named the women on Twitter who were giving up their babies to be raped by musician Ian Watkins, and the cops threatened to arrest her for doing it. Wow. Damn. That's terrible. That's not even the right word for it. It's awful. Do I think Merlin was to author as the process church is to King Charles? I don't even know how to answer that question. Did you have much to do with Doug? I found you around the same time I found Doug, Tiny, and ASL. Around the time of the Danny Masterson case. Well, 2025 will be the year of the troglodyte. No, Doug and I's like interactions were very limited. And obviously with 5 foot fuck all, that's kind of where, things went down the toilet. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that Doug's video is still up. Like one of his last streams, he's calling me a bitch. Uh, it is what it is. I have respect for the guy. I think that he did good work and he was a unique individual. I still have very strong feelings about that situation that I'm not going to comment on. But no ill will, no bad feelings. Let me see. And to process the info. Yeah, I know. Hey, Patrick. Well, I'm all right. I would like everybody to be nice to each other, but technically it is Festivus for the rest of us. So you guys can do whatever you gotta do. It's fine. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. I think I'm gonna tap out because a lot of questions, a lot of interesting questions. Let me see. I'm trying to see what you guys are bringing up, and yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P. to a real one. Everything involving Bob Geldof is sus. Years ago, I heard Jared Leto sold Lookout Mountain, but there are people saying Leto still owns it. Not sure what's going on there. I would be curious if he still owns it. Yeah. That's still one place that I would like to go see. But am I going to do it? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not going to happen. Got to highlight the dad jokes where I can. Touche. And Merry Christmas to all. I got to look into this Geldof guy because I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But some people are saying some real crazy stuff in here. Hello, Bo Beats. Fun fact, every time I hear the song My House by Purple Disco Machine, I think of you. Merry Christmas, Dana. Here's to Santa taking us all off the naughty list. Merry Christmas back. Great day when I found your channel. You are awesome. Feliz Navidad, Luis Ruiz. Back to you. And well, Retro Revival, like I said, it's not going to happen, but thank you. And I'll find out if Leto still owns it. Word, your favorite uncle. That would be fantastic. I am very, very curious. Are we doing a road trip to Westchester or are we going to Lookout Mountain? Because we got to do it road trip style. And there will be multiple people going with me. I will not go alone. And I will not go with just one person. I came across a 1970s British cult called Aristasia, which might be related to the process. That's very interesting. I've never heard of it. I don't believe that I have anyway. If a musician doesn't have a day job, they're a part of the process. I don't have much to ask, just lots to tell. Hope you have a good one, and I wish that it's swell. Bob Geldof, Boomtown Rats, Live Aid, the song I Don't Like Mondays about a school. Well, y'all are talking wild stuff. Yes, Westchester County, AMM. Yep. Yonkers. Untermeyer Park in particular, but Yonkers in general. I would have to have many people with me because I'm quite unpopular in Westchester County, as is, one of the ladies that I would love to take with me. Both road trips. Well, I don't know who's driving. And hey, Angie, so nice to see you. And I hope that you have a nice Christmas and a happy new year too. He was the lead singer of the Boomtown Rats. I don't know of anything bad about him. He was married to Paul Yates, who ran off with Michael Hutchinson. When they both passed, he looked after all of their children. He was never in Scientology. His late daughter Peaches was. See, y'all are way smarter than me. Y'all are way smarter. Let me see. So you're open to a meetup? Well, yes, certainly. I would be down. I would be down to a meetup, but I would have to know people. Like my mods, I know my mods. So I would have to know, I mean, I would have to have a certain level of comfort. Am I going to bring my degree from the School of Smith and Wesson? Absolutely. Absolutely. However, I would be down. It would be fun. We would basically have to like reenact some of the scenes from Road Trip, though, because it is one of the funniest movies ever. They were a woman's group involved in BDSM and spirituality. Ooh, the Everyday Therapist. That sounds interesting. For some reason, that made me think of the Aglow Fellowship, like the women's part of that. That's very interesting. Oh, your parents live there, Amy M. There's people that think that I like hate Westchester County. I don't. There's just a lot of really shady Scientology, Son of Sam, process related stuff in Westchester County in particular. So that's kind of weird. And I've only been to New Jersey twice, and that was to go to Ed's Archives. Mr. Live Aid, Bob's an uncle. I'm really old, so I'm safe. You'd have to plan for logistics. 12,000 subs. Who's 12,000 subs? I'm not even close to 12,000. I don't even know if that would matter. What would more subs do? I can't hide myself. You know, like, I used to get, like, all these weird emails, people like, I'm gonna fly you out to Kanab, and I'm like, the hell you are. But how? I can't hide myself. I can't put on some, like, silly costume. I mean, I could try, but that's not gonna happen, right? 3 forms of ID. Let me see. Down with it also. Word. Anyone not covering up for the cult of wheat is unpopular in Yonkers. Touche. Touche. Dana, I will pull together what I can on Peaches and share it with you guys later. Thank you. No one I know of remembers that movie. I don't know why. It's amazing. It's hilarious. I love that movie. Berkowitz isn't the only dude. No, I mean, I don't believe that he is. But, yeah. There's a lot of people in Westchester County that don't like me. I love the concept of Festivus. I live my life like that. Asperger's people like setting things straight and speaking the truth. We hate hypocrisy. That is why we hate Aaron and Nora. Well, I'm not telling anybody what to think, how to feel, what to watch. Me and Nora have made our peace, and I would prefer to leave it at that. So people can enjoy what they want to enjoy. I'm certainly like not getting on a bandwagon of anything with anybody, you know. I said from the jump, I'm not getting emotionally invested in like the protester stuff, you know. Obviously, Kenny's like my fiance, right? And that's fun, and we all have a good laugh. But I'm not getting like emotionally invested in the outcome because it's just too much. Too much. It's another reason why I put all those thumbnails in there, right? Because it's like, we've talked about a lot of stuff in the past 12 months. The Italian restaurants rock in Westchester County. Noted, Amy M. Maybe I'll ask you for some recommendations if I end up doing a road trip out there. Kanab has a very interesting history related to the Nephilim giant skeletons being unearthed in ancient treasures. Extremely interesting. BFAST chose Kanab as the headquarters. Yeah, I agree. There is a lot of very weird history there. And happy Festivus back to you, P. Thomas. And let's see. Kanab was founded by Jacob Hamblin. That name has been in the news lately. Not Peaches, the singer-performer, right? I don't think that that is who it was, because initially, Hello Board, I thought it was Peaches. Like, I can't sing the lyrics, but you know what I mean. Let me see. Who let all good riffraff into the room? Who are you guys talking about? Most of us mostly just hate L. Ron A. Ron. Good. And don't blame ya. You're our Dana now. Yeah, no, you guys, I'm on Kenny's team. Everyone I meet lately is from Yonkers. Westchester kind of sucks and has an invisible paywall around it, like Southeast Connecticut. That's interesting. Smoking a joint. When is the wedding, and are we invited? Kenny will agree to his suit. Those AI photos of me and him, I'm like, damn, that dude is tall, and I don't look like that, like, at all. I think that they're completely ridiculous, but I'm just like, okay, well, I don't look too bad AI wise, but I hate that like it removes all the tattoos. I'm like, man, y'all be hating. The AI used to not do that. I think that like the AI, like it's improved to some people, and I'm like, nah. The AI would be crazy before, but at least it kept my tattoos in. Cause like I can't Photoshop it in. You know what I mean? At the very bottom of the rabbit hole, I think the process ultimately worships demonic spirits, Nephilim, and that's the basis of their evil. They're communicating with these spirits. Well, your favorite uncle, I would encourage Program to Chill, their series about whatever star seeds, where they lay out a really interesting theory kind of connected to that SRI that would tie into Scientology, alien disclosures, all of that. I absolutely believe that that's what they're doing. And I know that people think that I'm an idiot. Yeah, I get that, but I don't care. Because when you trace the roots of it, and Jimmy does, uh, you know, it does tie to all this weird sort of like spoopy nonsense. Pastina's Restaurant in Hartsdale is my recommendation. Thank you so much, Amy M. And hello, Kiara. And I ran into an anti-cult protester when Peaches Geldof joined the Church of Scientology in Manchester. Oh, really, Tawny C? I'm very curious about that. Yes, someone, and I've got, all right, AI is literally demons. The only good time in Yonkers is going to the track to watch the trotters. I have no idea what that is. Demons are apparently anti-tattoos. Oh, apparently. Walking on the beaches, looking at peaches. Sean Atwood, bad vibes. It is spooky how much all ties in together. I agree. J, AI creeps me out. Yeah, it freaks me out too. Well, I completely forgot about the Sean Atwood slinging Molly. I forgot about that. So that's a wrap to me. But, and people don't have to like Program to Chill. They don't have to like Jimmy Fallon Gong. I don't really care. I think that Starseed series was absolutely incredible. I think it was absolutely incredible. There were things that I learned, and it's like, it's a logical explanation with receipts. But, you know, the alien people don't want to hear that. The real big space nerds, they don't want to hear that. So it's like, whatever. Let me keep trusting like, oh, the Pentagon, right? Because they're telling the truth, or the FBI, or the CIA, or whoever. Let me see. Horse racing. Noted. Demons dressed as humans are the real demons. The Bible tells us about aliens and other gods fighting in the sky with nuclear weapons. AI is trained on Reddit. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on Reddit. I used to party at the Westchester Marriott when they had a dance club. Ooh, Amy M. That's so interesting. I like, see, you're someone that's not suspicious, and I'm not saying that everybody that comes from Westchester is suspicious, but me and Amy M are cool. So it's interesting to like have someone like give recommendations that is not suspicious. You know what I mean? Let me see. Where am I missing somebody? And well, that's, yeah, there's good AI out there. Kirby's mom. I have, AZ Crimson has some, I think I've listened to a couple of their songs. I think that they're good. And the other stuff is like, whatever. I'm not even going to get into it. Has anyone found any connections to Musk and O9A or any of its splinters? If you know anything about their Imperium, Musk kind of fills the mold. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. No clue. Apparently space folk don't have receipts. Dana, which one of my own shows has been my favorite? Ooh, boy, that's tough. I don't know, because when I go back and listen to them, I hate them. I really hate them. I'm really hard on myself. So, I would say the one about the alleged temple bomber Sean Patrick Palmer, because that was when I had a contact high and started laughing so hard that I had to mute the microphone because I couldn't get it together. So that's, I'll just leave it at that. That's an easy one to just go with. I'm so over the UFO stuff. Well, thank you, DOA Loves Rainbows. I try to keep it cool in here as much as possible and let people kind of figure things out for themselves. Let me see. Pediatric case manager at Jacoby Medical Center. Oh, God bless you. I can't deal with peds, Amy M. AI, that is obvious, is fine, but it creeps me out how something that it can be when it done with real people. I think it can get very dangerous. I agree, Kiara. I think some of the AI is extremely shady. Where are the drones coming from in New Jersey? Yes, Desert Rain. Johnny Vedmore has done some excellent research on Musk. I agree. His work is top notch. And yes, Miami Virtue, you do like to ask the tough questions. I agree. And let me see. Trying to catch up here. Musk seems like the sort to be a processian. I understand Maury Terry labeled Tiny's last name as Lentini, but I think I found him and Lentini is not his last name. Okay, noted. Well, I'm happy to look at it. I think that all things should be looked at. So let's do it. Let's do it. Like Ben Stiller, do it. We'll do it. Let me see. Either your mods are doing a brilliant job or your chat is brilliant. Well, I think that also DOA Loves Rainbows. That's because I don't have a ton of people in here. You know what I mean? That's why, like, when people are like, oh, you remind me of DOA, I'm like, how? That dude has like 5 times the amount of people in his chat. Nope. I think I would have a panic attack. Do you think you could suggest a reading list? I get serious sensory overload without a narrowed down list. Yes, AJ's Life Jacket, I got you. I will work on it. Yep, absolutely. I will pick some of my favorites. Did you do any research into Jim Jones and his connections with other cult leaders? Happy holidays. Happy holidays, regular guys. Positivity explosion. I saw UFO the band. They were really good. I will be coming back to Jim Jones because there's a lot there. And I need to get... I have copies, but I also need to just get the audio version. That way I don't have to worry about getting my physical copies back. But it's The Preacher Beneath the White Hoods. That talks about a lot of Jim Jones's history. And there is some other stuff there. He does have a lot of connections to a lot of other cult leaders. I think that, you know, the whole sort of, whether you want to call it Nazi, just simply racist, KKK, white nationalist angle, I think that that's something really interesting to consider. But I mean, his connections to William Branham, there's literally audio of him and William Branham from the Message Cult, like on stage with each other, preaching. So that's not really refutable in my opinion. Hello, Neutral Observation. And I agree, you guys are all brilliant. And AI always gives 6 fingers to the hands. Yeah, I know. It always freaks me out. I agree. It does. I'm like, what's up with the weird hands? Why you got so many fingers? Let me see. All right, I'm trying to catch up. Sorry, guys, because I know I keep saying I'm going to dip out, but I am soon. Puppy snuggles. I want puppy snuggles. I miss dogs. Program to kill is marked down in Amazon. FYI. Oh, noted. Neutral observation. Yeah, so if people want to order a PTK, get it. Apparently it's marked down. I'm long gone from CT. The work cult sold us our house robbed and we left. Damn, Dave, that's rough. I'm sorry. And, well, I mean, I'm not disparaging dudes on here. You know, I understand that this is primarily a male-dominated, you know, area. But whatever. I'm just going to do my thing. Let me see. The drones are coming out of Biden's garage. Woo. Hunter's in there tweaking out, like, just using, like, stolen copper. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's just a funny meme in my head. I'm sorry. Let me see. Reading list. I know you've asked for it too, Angie. I'm sorry. I will work on it. I will work on it. I promise. I promise. I have a theory about the drones. Palantir may plug into Twitter and will replicate and synchronize with China's WeChat. It's not a bad theory. People forgot about WeChat dental misorder. I think a lot of people forgot about it, so that's interesting. That was supposed to say manipulative about the AI. Noted. This chat is lit. We need to do a book club. I mean, I need to file my taxes if I'm going to do a book club. Because that's a lot of time, and it would be nice to have a little bit of compensation. It would be nice. And it's not that I owe the IRS. I don't owe the IRS a damn thing. Don't get it twisted. They owe me money. I just don't want them knowing what I'm doing. That's another reason why I'm not monetized here, is because I don't want to file my taxes. They owe me at least $1,000 at the very minimum. But I don't want them knowing what I'm doing. So let me see. I'm trying to catch up. Angie, Spend the Loot and Get Hitler's War by Irving. Ooh, I'm curious. I haven't heard that title before. Did I ever cover the Branch Davidians? I have not. I have not. I'm very familiar with it, but I have not covered it, even though I know that there's some really weird stuff with Jolly West. That came out of John Atak's mouth. Isn't that interesting? I was like, excuse me? Jolly West was handling stuff with that? Okay. And Steve Hassan? Okay. Whatever you guys say. Tiny Lentini changed his name to Daishin Wolfhawk. And let me see. You do brilliant research. You have what it takes to have books published. Well, thank you, DOA Loves Rainbows. I appreciate that. I have no idea if there is lasagna being made. I will be... I have no idea. I have to behave and not put too much information out there, so I'm going to shut the hell up. It's not that I'm avoiding the question, Steve Sippos. I just can't answer. How about a Dana convention? No, because someone's going to have like a balloon with my head bigger than it already is. I'm not subjecting myself to that type of humiliation, because that sounds like a humiliation ritual for me. I'm good. Emma Goldman died alone in Toronto because she got an army guy locked up for shaking her hand. I have no idea who that is. The Mormons are in the IRS. Well, I'm sure that they'll come knocking on my door any day now, right? Since I admitted that. But I am being serious. People are like, why don't you just file your taxes? And I'm like, because I don't want them to know what I'm doing. Okay? I just don't. It's none of their damn business. Plus, like, look at what your taxes go to, right? But if I'm going to do a book club, I'm going to have to, I guess I'm going to have to give in. And it wouldn't be for monetization on here, because I think that would get my channel yanked. But I could, like, set up something different. I don't even know how book clubs work. I'll think about it. I'll talk amongst myself, right? Get it done. What's hilarious to me is AI was asked what would be the best way for Satan to draw people away from God. And all right, y'all are writing long stuff in here. I'm not reading long comments anymore. No disrespect, Jay Mortis. I love ya, but I'm not reading long ones anymore because my brain is... I'm running on fumes. ATF agents that stormed the compound were former Clinton bodyguards. Shocking. Shocking. It's a lot of weird stuff with that whole thing. I would love for Mr. Atack to provide some insight about what his financier and friend Jolly West had to say about the Branch Davidians. Yeah? Very curious. And I'm gonna have a little snacky here soon. And from TikTok, I have TikTok, Jay Mortis, send it to me and I will look, as long as you have an identifiable photo, because the people that don't, I don't look. I ain't into that. There's a lot of weird stuff on the TikTok, you know what I mean? But there is great music on there. Clinton State Police Posse. The last Cinnamon Rehab is hiding out outside of Trenton, called Post House. Pull Ourselves Together House. They play the game and send people there who have DWIs instead of jail. Dave, I don't think I've ever heard of that. That's very interesting. Oh, and thank you so much, Neutral Observation. I did it myself. I knew a doctor who was ARC-incited. Damn, Amy M. That's crazy. That's wild. My mother didn't do her taxes for the last 30 years. When she died, they did an audit and they owed her thousands of dollars. See, I'm trying to be on your mama's level. Like, screw the IRS. They owe me money. I know that. Because of the way, like, that I set everything up. But, like, I can't do, like, a Patreon or, like, a subscriber service unless I file my taxes. So that's faking gay. That's very faking gay. We're funding our own destruction with our tax dollars. Exactly. I don't want to pay for any of that crap. I'm not into it. And thank you, Racine. I appreciate that. My mods are the best. Would you consider covering the Branch Davidians in the future? I see similarities with Scientology, especially around lockdown mentality. Well, when I get there in the timeline, Kirby's mom, I certainly would. There's a long way to go before we get there. I think that there are a lot of similarities to a lot of these groups because I think that a lot of these groups low-key work together. I think that that's why it's really important to have a good understanding of that group's history and whatever information is available as far as like their inner teachings is really helpful. Just because then you can sort of, contrast and compare. And it's like the process, Scientology, the Children of God, like those are all the same. Their inner teachings are almost identical. It's just the language is a little bit different. And most people wouldn't put those groups, I mean, the process in Scientology, sure, but like most people wouldn't put the Children of God into that. You know what I mean? So I think that it's very interesting. Am I familiar with Jay Dyer's research? Scott Baldridge, everyone. I told you guys that I was going to watch it and I haven't. I'm sorry. I've been decompressing a lot lately because I don't do well around the holidays. I support Vernon Wayne Howell as well. I mean, the things that the public was told about the Branch Davidians, not true. Not true. Okay, so don't people start coming at me saying that like I'm a pedo cult supporter who murdered a bunch of people. But as far as Jay Dyer, I subscribed and I have it like in a little playlist, but I've been decompressing a lot. Been watching a lot of Too Hot Takes. It is my guilty pleasure right now. But I don't like the random guests. But it does. It's a nice distraction, and it's not a lot to think about. So that's kind of what I've been watching. But yes, I will be coming back to it. And obviously, I'm not going to be watching Sean Atwood anytime soon. And no worries, Kirby's mom. You don't need to apologize. Like I said, when we get there, we'll get there. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. My son-in-law won 10 grand online gambling, but to cash in the winnings, he had to give his tax file number. So he just played the entire winnings down to zero. Well, I mean, I'm sorry for your loss, Retro Revival. I'm very sorry. Right, abuse in Children of God is maybe more well known. I think that the abuse in the Children of God is very well known, unfortunately. It's just the comparisons into the process that are less well known. You know what I mean? Jay Dyer is connected to Alex Jones. See? What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here, guys? I'll watch it. Whatever. I'm not watching the Molly Slinger. That's not happening. Jay Dyer, I'll watch. You guys are telling me to watch Jay Dyer. Go watch Johnny Vedmore. How about that? Okay? If you don't watch Johnny Vedmore or you're not subscribed, go watch Johnny. He does great work. But Alex Jones, I can't get with that. That ain't my bag, you guys. You already know that. And once the politicking dies down, then, I'll obviously talk about it more. But I'm not trying to lose my channel over that, because that's fake and gay. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for now, guys, because my brain is fried. And it's been almost 2 hours. So, if there is a Christmas special tomorrow by a very particular 5-foot fuckall, then I will come on and do my own. That way, there's a place of refuge, I guess. I don't know. The people have spoken. And so that's what I'll do. And if not, well, I probably won't. Probably won't. But I hope that everybody has a safe holiday, whether you celebrate or not. Please do not drink and drive. Please do not get intoxicated and drive. And do not allow others to do that. Please be safe. Enjoy yourselves. If you're with your loved ones, treat them well. Life is short. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Okay? Take care of yourselves. And I guess that I will see you guys real soon.